Your vulnerability, your mess, and your story are your gold. Don't believe me? Well, today's guest, Natasha Williams, is here to share about being real, courageous, and succeeding in the face of fear and on your own terms. So, welcome, Natasha.
Hello, everyone. Hi, Laura. Thank you. I'm so happy to be here. So, my name is Natasha Williams. I'm the founder of Boss Ladies TV. I'm here in the San Francisco Bay Area, and you can find me at bossladiestv.com.
I'm so glad you're here because if there's one person I know who knows how to go through fear and succeed and be real, it's you. So, Natasha, tell me what advice would you give our viewers today about having the courage to be real and being able to succeed on their own terms?
Oh my goodness. Laura, this is the thing. This life and world that we live in has ups and downs. And, sometimes things don't turn out the way that you plan. And all you have to do is don't be overwhelmed by it. So many people let fear and uncertainty stop them, but I was never like that. I'm from Louisiana, so I grew up in a small town. We didn't have a lot, but I had dreams. I had my dreams and I knew I would be successful. And so even though some of my family members were more fearful because the world is scary and my dreams were very lofty, and then they were like, how are you going to do that? You're going to leave, you're going to go out to travel the world. It's dangerous out there. But you know what? I was always courageous, and I just knew that there was a bigger purpose than small town Louisiana had for me. And so I just said, you know what? Fear the fear, because fear is real, but do it anyway. And that's how I've lived my life. And that's why I became successful.
So, for someone who is pretty much in that fear, and I hear the advice to stay focused on the goal and to do it anyway, but is there any sort of support that would really help to move through that fear to action that you recommend?
Yeah, you know what helped me? What helped me was getting a mentor or even just reading about other people who did what I wanted to do. And I just knew that if they were able to do it, I could do it too. It's all about motivation. Sometimes you have to motivate yourself. For those who are lucky to have people in their family who encourages them, like my grandmother was like that. She never traveled anywhere. She never left the country. She never had a passport. She never went more than 50 miles from her front door. But that lady, she was the most encouraging person. She wanted to live vivaciously through me. And so that's how I kept going, because even if other people would say, oh, you can't do that, or how are you going to do it? And a lot of times, you know what? It's not really fear sometimes. Sometimes you can't figure out how you're gonna do stuff. But you don't have to know all the hows. I mean, you just have to take one step at a time. If you don't take any steps, then nothing's going to happen, right? You take one step at a time, and then all roads lead to success. The road you get on, depending on what steps you took, may be shorter or longer. But you know what? Just keep on moving. Wasn't that like in that Finding Nemo? Keep on swimming, keep on swimming. You got to keep swimming. You got to
I
keep
love that.
swimming.
Yeah. Keep swimming, stay the course, get a mentor. And instead of focusing on the fear and the what ifs, focus on the vision and the what can be's. This
Exactly.
is
And the doors will open up. The doors will open up. And look, WSA is the perfect example. It's a sisterhood. There's so many different women doing different things. I'm sure whatever goal anybody has or something that they aspire to do or be, somebody else is doing it. And it's a close knit network, and you can easily reach out to people. And now with social media, there's an unlimited amount of connections that you can make. When I was growing up, we didn't have the internet. There was no internet. You had to meet these people in person.
right. And it's empowering to know that, no matter what happens to you out there, you can always come back to this community, to the sisterhood we have, to people like you, Natasha, to say, you got this, right? I mean, like, how many people are you constantly cheering on every day? Like, let's hear about you. Who do you work with and what do you do for them?
Okay, so with Boss Ladies TV, which that was the fight the fear and do it anyway moment, because I didn't, have a background in television production. I mean, I'm an accountant. And I used to be a part-time screenwriter, but I didn't know anything about TV production. But I knew for the mission that I wanted to do, which was to help women, authors, speakers, authors, speakers, coaches, and small business owners share the message across the world. I knew I was going to be global. I had that dream when I was a little girl, and I didn't know exactly what medium it would take. My career took me to 60 countries, but I still wasn't making the impact that I wanted. And so when I started to reach out to find mentors and to find other organizations like the WSA, then I was able to meet other people. And I wanted to provide a mechanism for them to be able to get their stories told, going from tragic to magic, turning your pain into purpose and power. I mean, that's going to inspire other people who feel stuck. And sometimes it's all you need is one sentence from somebody else to see how did they overcome their difficulty. And then you're empowered to live through them and say, okay, I can do it if they did it. And I've met so many powerful women, some of which are on the network, they have their own shows. But you have to ask for help. Sometimes it's hard to ask for help because first of all, you don't want to be a burden to anybody else. But when you get into the right group of people, it's no burden. We all share freely. And there's so many different nationalities, age groups. I mean, it's like whatever you need, you can find someone. And if you can't find it there, they would know somebody else outside the network. So all you have to do is open your mouth. There was a saying, what does it say? Like closed mouths don't get fed. Closed mouths don't get fed. Open your mouth, speak, say what you want to do. And don't be afraid to say, oh, somebody's gonna think that this is impossible or silly. If it's in your heart, there's no silliness to it. You have that dream for a reason. And if you don't know all the steps, put it out there. Tell people what you want to do. And when you have a supportive community, they will help you go the right direction that you need to go. Find the resources that you need. I met a lady in the WSA. I didn't know how to do grants. And now I just apply. I'm applying for four grants. So
Wow, that's fabulous.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
When you can, step into your dream and just that little bit of courage, things show up, it sounds like. It's like, okay, even when you have, some self-doubt, those mentors or the sisterhood, the community can say, nope, we believe in you. Keep going. We got this. I mean, that's what we've done with Voices book. That's what you're doing with Boss Ladies TV. The Voices of the 21st Century is where women put their messages out. I know you've been in several of the books, and it just helps every little step you take to put your dream out there. And what I'm hearing from you is important because more resources will come to you. The more you question what's possible, the better things will move toward that success that you dream of. Do you agree?
Exactly. Exactly. You have to crack the door open. How you gonna, if success is on the other side of the door, you have to start the process. So I just think that people, and don't be afraid of success. Don't be afraid of success. But the thing is that there's no failures. I believe there's no failures in this world. They're all lessons, all lessons. And when one thing doesn't work out, you say, okay, what did I learn from that? Then maybe it's going to lead you into a different direction that you're going to be even more successful. I've had a list of everything I wanted to do, and I accomplished everything. I had to create a new list. If you're still living, it means you're not done yet. There's more for you to do, and that somebody needs to hear your voice, hear your story, or be motivated by you. Be a mentor once you get the success that you have aimed for, and then mentor somebody else. Each one teach one, and that's how we work because that's enough for everybody. And you know what? This world should be a place where nobody is afraid of anything, and we all live happily. That's my dream. That's my dream. Happy ever after.
And getting it is completely doable is what I'm hearing, and that's what you love to do by empowering people through Boss Ladies TV. So tell me a little bit more. Do you have a story about someone you helped to have the courage to be real and succeed on their terms?
Yes, yes. So this before I launched Boss Ladies TV 2 years ago, So I was working in med tech industry, and I'm a certified fraud examiner. And they started a new program to mentor young professionals coming into this particular field. And so it was a pilot program. They asked me to be part of it because they want to get more people of color too, in the profession. So this one girl, Miriam, she is from Pakistan. She's from Pakistan. She's very, very sweet, very soft spoken. She was working for a airline and she was the auditor, but she wanted to be an audit manager. And so she was in my queue. So I was her mentor. And so she had three goals. She wanted to be promoted to audit manager. She wanted to speak on stage, and she wanted to know how she could start her side hustle because she was into holistic medicine, like Ayurveda. So, anyways, she did not have the courage to pursue these on her own. But I said, hey, listen, this is a pilot program. Let's just try. Let's just see. She said, well, I want to be a speaker. How I'm going to speak. I've never spoken on stage before. I worked with her. I helped her to be to apply for the biggest fraud conference. And she's like, there's no way I'm going to get accepted. I said, you know what? It's not about the experience, because I had said the same thing when my boss had pushed me to apply. And I was like, anybody stage, I'm going to be on the biggest global fraud conference stage. And you know what? And I was first time out. That was the very first speaking engagement I ever had applied to. And it was because I had a good topic. And somebody has to be the first to give you an opportunity. So I shared the story with Miriam. And then so I said, listen, I know this is how you do the proposal. Your topic is good. She applied and she got accepted first time out. So then she was like, oh my goodness, that worked. Because I think it was in 6 months. It was 6 months we were working together. And guess what? She had the courage to go and ask for the promotion. She was just waiting for them to just, recognize her. And you know what? We all would like for our boss to come and say, hey, you know what? You've been doing an excellent job and I'm going to promote you. It can happen, but usually you have to kind of push for it and like make it known that you're expecting this. And because she had so much confidence after that first win of getting on the stage, um, she got promoted to manager. And now she's working at Nike as an audit manager. So,
Yay.
so she has just been going great. And guess what? Her Ayurveda show is on Boss Ladies TV. Check it out.
Awesome. That's so great.
So that's a full circle. She completed it, and now that girl is unstoppable, unstoppable. But you know what? It just took me to just bring out what was already there.
Hmm. And you were that guide on the side for her to help her do that. That's awesome. And to bring, her mess to her magic, or yeah, I loved your words. The
Tragic to magic. Gone from
tragic to
tragic to
magic.
magic.
Yeah, tragic to magic.
Messing to a message, and now she's sharing her vision. And that was how many years ago? God, that was about 4 or 5 years ago. But I didn't have the vision for the television network. So this is how it happened. So now, 4 years later, I get this vision for this television network. I need women who have stories to tell. We kept in touch. I said, Miriam, what are you doing with that Ayurveda stuff? And she was like, well, I'm going to do some social media. I'm going to write a book. I said, hey, why don't you just come on the network? I need content. And now she has a show. Check it out, bossladiestv.com.
Awesome. I love how you keep supporting women and you keep empowering them to be real and to have that courage. And, you give them, it's like you almost give them a little serum of courage just by saying, you got this, right? And you can do this. And how about that? And then they can succeed on their own terms. So very rich. Thank you for your advice today. Tell us a little bit, we love having women like you. You're such a powerful and valuable part of our network here at Women Speakers Association and our sisterhood. What has Women Speakers Association, what's the value been for you?
Well, as we progress in our careers, in our businesses, we still need the mentors need mentors too, right? And with WSA, that's what I found. It's really a sisterhood. I mean, I have not met one person that I didn't like. I mean, it feels like we've known each other forever. And even if you just met them a year ago. So everybody is so helpful, so willing to share. And unfortunately, and outside of our network, a lot of people don't want to share because they fear, oh, if I help you, you're going to take my customers because maybe we have something similar. And this is the thing. We are all unique. there's really no competition. We're just competing with ourselves because even if we are doing the same thing, we're not going to do it the same kind of way. We have different personalities. We might, different people might respond to us. And there's a lot of people. How many people there are in the world? There's billions of people in the world. There is no competition. And so when you just be yourself and don't try to be like everybody else, and I think that's why people don't have courage and they have fear, is because they're trying to fit into a mold that they don't fit into. I gave that up ages ago, because I said, you know what? I am me, take it or leave it. I'm not going to try to be like other people. I tried to do that and it didn't work because it didn't feel authentic. And then you feel pressure. And then that's how the fear set in. But once you're just yourself and you know that there's a place for you, you don't have to worry about, not succeeding or what other people think. I always say this: what other people think of me is none of my business. I am just moving on. And you know what? With organizations like the WSA, you have your cheerleaders right behind you. Everybody is happy for everybody's success. And that's why I've been a member for so many years. And that's why I've been in 4 of the Voices book, sharing my stories.
And we are grateful for that. And so if you want to, those of you watching, want to do what Natasha's done, become a premier member, join us in our sisterhood, simply go to joinwsa.com and you'll learn all about the different ways to join us, which is very simple. If you're not quite ready to take the plunge, then go to speakersuccessplan.com. We have a free speaker success plan for you there, and it's just free for you with in exchange for your email, and we'll keep you posted of our events that you can attend where you can network, you can meet people, and then you can decide if you want to join us. We welcome you in. Your message matters. Your dream you should be able to achieve on your own terms, like Natasha is saying today. And thank you, Natasha, for your wisdom to help us take that courage, step into that courage, be real, and succeed on our own terms. So thank you. We'll be back next time with another episode of our WSA TV show. I'm Laura Rubenstein, your host and producer. Bye for now.
Bye bye.